Oh, I never run out of projects. Web 3535. I have probably 50 projects in flight that aren't finished, like custom pinballs and various circuits that just don't quite work right. I start projects, and if they're not quite working right, I'll set them aside and I'll work on something that is coming along a little bit better, and then I'll go back and forth. What car is in the garage? There's a 63 Nova in the garage right now. What percentage of my projects fail? At least 50% of them fail. You know, people are always like, oh, wow, you're so amazing. You do all these projects. They just don't see that so many of them fail or don't turn out good enough to actually go online. Dating anyone. Well, you'll have to buy my autobiography to get that info. Do I listen to Audible? No, I don't. I don't have an Audible account. I would. $2,300 to 3,000 people watching your talk here. That's cool.
Are you good to stay here? Leo's almost done upstairs.
Yeah.
Are you okay to stay here?
Sure.
Just to hang out and chat with people? Okay.
I'm having a great time.
Like you have to stay, but I know they want you to stay. But
I could have a drink or something.
Yeah, what do you want?
Anything.
Beer?
Not the beer, though. Dr. Pepper is great. Yeah, that's fine. Please stay. Okay, I'll stay. No. I'm not much of a drinker, even though I did go to Barbot. Thank you. I want to be a pepper, too. I'll get my prune juice. Oh, I did all my drinking when I was a teenager. That's a story for another day. Join Twit. Okay. If I can just figure out how to make it work. This portion of the show is brought to you by Dr. Pepper. Add vodka. Okay.
Apologize, Jerry. We're still doing experiments. We're trying to track down some audio bugs.
No.
So we're going to record to a bunch of different channels, and so you can continue to talk.
I'm here to rescue Jerry.
No, I'm having to get out of here, Leo. This is my chance to shine.
We love Jerry, don't we?
Oh, I love
Talk
you
her
too.
into coming to work for us, okay?
We were discussing that, how we could make it work.
Yeah, we're trying to figure it out.
The money.
The money.
Show me the money.
We got no money. That's the problem. We spent all our money. We got to find studio. Show Jerry the studio.
The studio's awesome.
There you go. I showed Jerry the studio. What are you looking at, Brody Quest? What are you looking at?
We're testing audio.
Ah. Oh, so you're just using Jerry.
Well,
I felt so used.
No, that's a good thing to do. You got somebody talking, use it. She probably could figure it out. Good, we'll keep talking. She could probably figure it out. She's a master of disguise.
I'm a wizard.
A wizard of electronics.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't know. Do people know that you like run like you're the mafia of pinball in
That's right.
in
Break your
Portland?
knees if you.
Isn't it? It's like, wasn't the jukebox business kind of a little sketch?
Well, pinball.
In the old days? Is pinball like that too?
Pinball got its start as gambling machines.
Right.
There's all kinds of interesting stories of the early days of pinball, of like police coming through and not getting the right bribes and like busting the machines up. Or
So what's the oldest machine you have? Or that you've restored?
I have one from like the 60s or so.
Okay, not like the 30s. They don't go back that far.
70s. I don't know what the vintage of it is. It's called Solar City. It might be 70s. I don't get the really, really old ones. There is.
They're more like pachinko, probably. They're less like pinball.
Yeah, they're not. They don't have a lot of deep gameplay to
Right.
them because all the logic
couldn't.
is with motors, cams, and
Right.
relays.
They didn't have digital.
Yeah.
So when was the kind of the revolution for pinball?
Really, when they went solid state, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Well, there was a couple.
And that was what,
revolutions.
the 80s or 70s?
Late
80s?
70s. They were
Late
kind of
70s.
slow picking up the microprocessor.
Right.
There's
I
actually a couple revolutions. So the flipper was a huge revolution.
You're kidding. They didn't have, what did they do before flippers?
They were just pachinko.
It was
they're
like-
gambling.
You'd pull a thing and you'd watch it do its thing.
Yeah, and you try to nudge it within the
Right.
limits of the tilt switch.
But you had no flippers.
Yeah, no flippers. And then they added flippers to make it a game of skill, I guess.
So now it's not gambling anymore.
Yeah. And then, but it was still, people were gambling, and it got banned almost all over the United States, and it stayed banned until the 70s.
It does have, it's funny, it does have this kind of down market seedy
Yeah.
reputation. No reason for
I
it.
love it. It's my personality.
But it's, well, I guess it's funny. I mean, video games don't have that, even though they're no different, really.
Yeah, I guess not.
No. Even Pong doesn't seem down market or seedy. Maybe because it's mechanical. Pinball just is a little bit more, I think it goes back to like the Fonz and like this notion of the
Hey.
50s and you bang it and it really is that kind of feeling to it. It was a little bit of bad boy.
It is kind of man versus machine, too.
True.
So it's got to be like, you got to have kind of that aggressive personality to
Right.
go and play a pinball.
There's a lot of English and body English and
There is, yeah. Part of it is
are
nudging
you
it.
now? I know you're like a savant at fixing them, but are you really brilliant playing them?
I do okay. I'm not a world-class player, although I do enjoy going to the tournaments. There's big
Really?
tournaments each year with big prizes, like
Huh.
30, 40K to win.
So there's a lot of skill.
Yeah,
There are
is.
people who are just like pinball wizards.
Yeah, so when you go to a tournament, they have to make these machines so difficult because the wizards will have endless games on them. They're so
Right, you'll never get another quarter out of them.
they're so good that the ball will be coming down towards the flipper, and they can flip it up at the right moment and stop the ball
And hold
dead.
it.
And then it'll just kind of roll, and they can do a drop catch where the ball's coming down, and they'll slow the ball's momentum.
And then
flip it right where they want to go. So a lot of people think it's completely random. Like
no.
you can, the good players can send the ball into safe areas on the play field.
They're aiming.
Yeah, they're aiming, and they know what the ricochet is going to be
Right.
like. And so people playing for that kind of money really,
No kidding.
really
Now,
practice a
you've
lot.
been down here before. They have in the Marin Civic Center, they have an expo.
Yeah.
But that's not gaming. That's just showing them.
You get to play them.
But you do get to play them.
You get to play every machine.
Oh, that's
unless it's like, I think they might bring like a machine from the 30s and put it around ropes or with ropes around it. But they have tournaments there.
Oh, they
There's
do.
a fairly high dollar tournament there, I believe.
Oh, okay.
And then they have like 300 or 400 pinball machines all open for you to play, ranging from like the 30s all the way
Oh,
up
that's neat.
to the state of the art.
So really, these people who are collecting, repairing, hacking pinball machines are they're not separated from the gaming side of it. They still want to play them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just
Although-
collecting.
Yeah, there are, however, I can tell there's players, and then there's like player hacker types, and then
Right.
there are a few that just really
They
get
just
their
like how they
thrills,
look.
like
Yeah.
tinkering with them. It's like an old car.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when you have a stable of 50 machines, something like that?
Well, I have about 90.
90.
Yeah. I lose track, but
And you have to fix them because they break.
so 50 of them are around Portland.
Yeah. And 40 are in your basement. I
They're
keep offering Jeri space. I said, we got this whole basement. You can put your machines in the basement.
Well, I might have to. I mean,
Deal.
just to store them.
Deal. You can come bring them down. That's fine.
I'd loan you some pinball machines. You want some pinball machines? They're not going to be like my high. I got to keep my high dollar.
Keep your high dollar. No. You don't even have to be your any dollar. Just could be like a junky old pinball. I'd love to have a pinball machine in the new studio.
I'll bring you a couple pinball. It looks like you have some space at the moment.
Oh, that would be so cool. Well,
I'll do it. I'll
we
bring
used
it
to
down.
have a, I think it was Battle Zone in the old Screensaver studio. The
Oh, you want
Atari
some arcade machines? I got
Love
arcades
anything
too.
like that.
Asteroids?
I'll rent them from you. I'll pay. Make this a profit thing, a profit deal.
Bust your knees.
Make
if you don't
a
pay me.
profit deal. I'll pay yous. Oh, well, we would love that. That'd be so fun to have in the studio.
Yeah. I could set you up with some cool stuff.
That was one of the cool chat room. Do you remember having the what was it we had in the Twit? Twit. I'm starting to blend screensavers.
Wait, before we go on this,
Tekken.
They want to make a Twit pinball, or they want me to make a Twit.
Could
pinball.
we do that?
We could do that. I made a pinball controller as one of my latest videos.
I saw that giant one. No, that was something else.
That must have been
the
something.
Giant pinball. What was the giant? There was giant something.
I can't remember.
Maybe that wasn't you. So Twit pinball. Okay.
Tempest? No, he's not getting my Tempest machine.
You have Tempest? I love Tempest.
Oh.
No, I don't want Tempest. You don't have Tempest 2000. You have the original Tempest.
The original.
Yeah.
Oh, you played it on the Jaguar.
Yeah. That was fun. That was a good game.
Yeah, that was.
You had a Jaguar?
Yeah.
I loved the Jaguar. That was a great gaming system.
Yeah, I know.
You were probably 12 when that came out.
No. Well, okay, yes. I'm just going to lie about my age.
Yes, I was 8. No, I'm trying to think. When did the Jaguar come out? Yeah, I had a Jaguar.
That was mid-90s.
It wasn't that long ago. Yeah,
mid-90s.
Yeah. Well, actually 15 years ago now.
I'm also like an arcade, a home console collector.
Well, you saw that some nutball is taking the Commodore 64 box and putting a Atom PC in
I
it,
actually
selling
talked to
it.
those guys. I
Yeah.
can't say a lot about it, but
What
I
do you
talked
think?
to them.
It has an emulator in it.
Yeah,
So you get Commodore basically. They should talk to you and hire you because you could do the whole thing for them.
I talked to them and asked them if they had a budget, so it's
Good.
all I can say about it.
They need you.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen.
Yeah. You get used to that, right? A lot of these things.
Yeah, there's a lot of people approach me
have
and
good ideas.
actually that's my latest line is like now that I've become more like out there on the web, it's like people are like wanting me to build stuff
Right.
for them, but I got to kind of
No, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need like
I need you to be my agent.
Exactly.
Yes.
You need somebody, not me. I'm like a cream puff.
Leo would like triple, quadruple book me.
Sure, she'll do it. No problem. No, in fact, that's why I have all those people in that room there.
The place is packed.
They
you guys need to move ASAP.
They keep me from saying yes to things.
You need the obedience collar from Star Trek.
No, Leo, you can't speak. Oh, I say yes. Oh, I say yes to everything. That's the problem. Yeah. So I do have people to insulate
I have that
me.
same problem too. I just feel bad saying no.
Me too.
Yeah.
We're people pleasers. We want people to be happy.
Yeah.
We don't want to disappoint anybody. We don't want to say no. Yeah. I can tell. So you have these. Let's talk about making a Twit pinball. I'd like to do that. I mean, what do you do? How do you do that? You hire a painter? How do you do the?
So.
How would you do that?
Okay. So there's several ways people have been making custom pinballs. They'll go out and get a junky pinball that is mostly mechanically there, but like the artwork has been rubbed off the playfield.
Right. So you have the mechanics.
Yeah. So
and the chips, I guess, right? The solid state stuff doesn't ever wear out, does it?
Yeah. So that's one way that you could do it. Another way is if you want to actually cut all the wood and do it all yourself. That could be interesting too.
How much would I have to pay you for such a thing? Don't say yes. Say no, Leo. I have no time. I can't.
Do you have a budget?
Yeah, I got a budget.
Okay. Well, that's stage one.
So I'm supposed to tell you an amount? Oh, man, she's a better negotiator than I am.
Oh, man.
So,
can I put your swear words in there?
What swear words?
Oh, do you know that we've chopped your voice up and put it into my chat room?
Swearing at people?
Yeah. It's the most.
They say, okay. Screw you! You're a troll. Is that what I do? Yes. Oh dear.
So it's great. So I have the speech engine for my chat room, and it has like these pre-bought or purchased speech engines that are really good. But one of the guys made a speech engine where we can chop samples. So they've chopped my voice up. So there's a Jeri voice, and we have a Leo voice.
Oh, how fun! Where can I go to hear this?
So it'd be Ustream Jeri Ellsworth.
Okay.
And then
JeriEllsworth.
Yeah, and the chat room. Oh, I'm spacing it now.
Well, if we Google Jeri Ellsworth, we could probably find all this stuff, right?
You have to actually find the IRC channel.
I want to hear that.
Yeah, we'll have to boot that up later and see if we can.
Oh, by the way, the sound is going to come and go because we're